Continuation of Season 1, on Echoes of Deceit. Episode 7, Trust and Betrayal. The friends gathered in the living room, processing Ethan's return and the revelations about the hidden lab. The air is thick with tension as they realize the mansion holds even darker secrets than they imagined. Alice paces the room, her face a mask of determination and fear. Mark tries to comfort her but is visibly shaking himself. Sophia and Lena whisper urgently, their expressions a mix of anxiety and resolve. Ethan and David pore over the newly discovered notebook, trying to make sense of Henry's experiments. The group decides to split up and investigate different parts of the mansion to uncover more clues about their friend's disappearance and the nature of Henry's experiments. Alice and Mark head to the attic, hoping to find more hidden documents or artifacts. Sophia and Lena return to the library, determined to decode the remaining messages and letters. Ethan and David venture back to the basement to search for additional hidden rooms and equipment. As they search, the strain of the situation begins to show. Suspicion and paranoia creep in, fueled by the mansion's oppressive atmosphere. Alice and Mark find a locked chest in the attic. When Alice suggests breaking it open, Mark hesitates, leading to a tense exchange. "Why are you so hesitant? What are you hiding, Mark?" Alice asks. Mark replies, "I'm not hiding anything. We need to be careful. There could be traps." Sophia and Lena discover a series of letters that suggest one of their friends might have been involved in the experiments. Sophia starts to suspect Ethan, while Lena defends him. These letters, they hint at someone helping Henry. "What if it's Ethan?" Sophie said. Lena replied, "Ethan wouldn't do that. We can't start turning on each other." Ethan and David find another hidden door in the basement, but when David suggests they wait for the others, Ethan becomes agitated. Ethan said, "We don't have time to wait. We need to find out what's behind this door now." David replied, "We need to stick together. This place is dangerous." They are back in the living room, tensions boil over as the group reconvenes to share their findings. Accusations fly, and trust begins to fray. Alice confronts Mark about his hesitation in the attic. "You've been acting strange since we got here. What aren't you telling us?" Mark defends himself, but his evasiveness only increases suspicion. "I'm trying to keep us safe. There's more at stake here than you know." Sophia suggests that Ethan might be involved in Henry's experiments, showing the letters as evidence. Ethan denies the accusations, but his earlier behavior and the encrypted messages make the group wary. "I'm not involved. I'm trying to understand the experiments to stop whatever's happening here." As the arguments escalate, Lena finds a key hidden in one of the letters. She believes it might open the locked chest in the attic. Lena said, "We need to stop fighting and use this key. It might lead us to the truth." The group reluctantly agrees and heads to the attic. They open the chest to find a collection of tapes and documents detailing Henry's experiments, including a video diary. They watch as Henry describes his experiments on consciousness and reality. He reveals that he had an assistant, one of the friends, who helped him but ultimately betrayed him. The revelation about the assistant shocks the group and reignites the tension. Each of them denies involvement, but the seeds of doubt have been sown. Alice said, "Oh, one of us helped him." "Who was it?" Mark said, "We can't trust each other until we know the truth." Sophia said the assistant must have had a reason. "Maybe they were manipulated too." Ethan added, "We need to find more evidence. The diary mentioned a final experiment. We need to understand it." As they continue to search the mansion, the atmosphere grows more oppressive. The strange occurrences intensify, fueling their paranoia and fear. They see ghostly figures of Henry, James, and even themselves, as if the mansion is playing tricks on their minds. They hear whispers accusing them of betrayal, feeding their doubts and suspicions. Isolation, the friends find themselves separated, each facing their own fears and hallucinations. Alice stumbles upon a hidden room filled with evidence pointing to the true identity of Henry's assistant. Alice reads the documents in horror, realizing that the assistant was manipulated and blackmailed by Henry. She finds a journal entry signed by David. David appears, trying to explain. Henry threatened my family. I had no choice. The group converges on the room, and the confrontation turns. Trust is shattered as they accuse and counter-accuse each. Then the friends divided and distrustful. The dark forces within the mansion seem to feed on their fear and betrayal, growing stronger. Alice clutches the journal, her face a mask of betrayal and determination. We need to get out of here. But we can't leave until we know the full truth. Mark watches her warily, unsure who to trust. We are running out of time. The mansion is closing in on us. Sophia and Lena exchange worried glances, unsure if they can continue to trust their friends. Ethan looks at David with a mix of pity and anger. We need to stick together, but we also need answers. Like and follow me for the next episode.